Taurus, under this new moon in Virgo, Spirit sent me by to let you know that Holy Spirit has ultimate control. God has ultimate control. Divine has ultimate control. You may be going through something right now and you need, it may seem like they're winning or somebody else has control, but everything that happens is controlled by God. Like nothing happens without Him allowing it, right? So He sent me by to let you know that Divine has ultimate control. It could be a situation, like I said, who controls it, even if sometimes God allows people to do bad things. Yeah, we have free will here. Absolutely. But everything that happens works for God's purpose. Yeah. Oof. Taurus. Taurus. Okay, so you are an earth sign under this new moon in Virgo. So you are feeling this. Absolutely. Yeah, Taurus, Gemini, Virgo. Feeling empowered. There's something you want to do. It's like you're going after it or in pursuit of it, and maybe there's a challenge. Can I say that you're looking good? You've done something to change your hair. Maybe it's your clothes. You are wearing more earth tones, looking earthier. Out. Yes, that's it. 10 of Swords. That's what you're going through. Somehow you're involved in this 10 of Swords. But Divine has the ultimate control. Okay? Yes. 5 of Swords. There's a fight. Disagreement, disalignment. Swords are drawn. Communication is not fluid. Only saying what you absolutely have to say. What? A lot of swords are drawn. But Divine has ultimate control. Now this could be anywhere. Could be at work. It's just you with other people. Other people are involved, like a group of people. Other people have to put their 2 cents in. Stir the pot. I know, that's what I'm feeling here with the 10 of Swords and the 5 of Swords, Queen of Wands. Yeah, there's something that you desire. Maybe they're upset by what you want, or the fact that you're going after what you want, or you're figuring out how to do it on your own. Yeah, as soon as I said that, the King of Pentacles, that's the energy. That is an earth sign. Yeah, figuring it out, how to stand on their own, create their own foundation, especially after experiencing the 10 of Swords, the 5 of Swords, and the Queen or the King of Wands. Once they decide that they're going to pay attention to what they really want, what's best for them, what their intuition is telling them to do at this time, after experiencing the 10 of Swords. Look who appears. Oh, now this is getting in touch with your power, your higher self. Being in touch spiritually, mentally, and physically. Doesn't mean you're perfect, but it means that you know that at this point in your life, you have to do what's right for you. You have to listen to the inner voice. Absolutely. And that gives you enormous power. You opened up with a king or a queen, so you're mature. You've been around. This is somebody older I'm talking to. Yeah. And here we go. It lessens something. It could even involve a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, air energy with all of this. Lot of swords. Spirit's like, don't overthink it with this Virgo energy ad nauseum. It's so analyzing, analytical of the Ten of Swords, the Five of Swords. He wants you to focus on this King of Pentacles energy, the Queen of Wands energy. So there's a choice here, no doubt. There's a choice here. And the choice is under this last quarter energy. It's about releasing shadow energy. This Ten of Swords, the Five of Swords, the carrying the past into the present. The present has to be clear to look towards the future. Tell me about the future energy here for Taurus. The King of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. Still very much in the picture. But some have difficulty making the leap. Staying focused. That's what Spirit said. Right. Because with you, Taurus, whatever this Ten of Swords is, whoever they are, they could be at work, home, combination of both. That cycle is coming to an end. It is the last card. Regardless of who's not ready for it, you have the Five of Swords, the Eight of Swords. Somebody thinks they may have imprisoned you, or that you're not financially or mentally prepared to make this move, but you are going to surprise them all. And Spirit is going to help you. Regardless if a major arcana is upright or reverse, God is still in control. Divine has ultimate control. Right, and as the Emperor, you know that. That's at the center of your reading. You could have a spiritual background. So many ways to becoming who we are. But what's important here is that you are Taurus, ruled by Venus, Libra energy, Aries. This is you, a warrior, fighting for what you believe in, fighting for right. But Spirit doesn't want you to fight. He sent me here to tell you He's in control. When He's in control, there is no fight. Oof. Justice over the devil. He's telling me when He's here, there's justice over the devil, and both of these are major arcanas. And this is your counterpart, Taurus, Libra, ruled by Venus also. Peace, harmony, justice, control. What you can control versus what divine can control. This situation, all these swords, that's a lot to control. That's why He's shifting you back under this new moon in Virgo. You are paying attention, though, to your pentacles, to your direction. You're headed in a different direction. In pursuit of something. And then it's like, wow. This is another symbol that God is in control. Divine has ultimate control over every situation. That's why prayer works. You're being told to continue to meditate and pray for what you want. And the other thing is not only pray, but when Spirit speaks, you got to take action. You have to be the Knight of Wands. He's excited and adventurous. You know, he doesn't need everything spelled out, and he doesn't need to know. Sometimes he doesn't even think about the ramifications of his actions. In this case, it's about stepping out on faith, moving out of the past into the present, and focusing on what excites you in the future, because that's what the King or Queen of Wands does. It's your first card. You're focused on the desires of your heart, what excites you, what you want. So let's take a look at love. Let's just take a little peek here. Taurus, new moon, and a solar eclipse. And you know, new moon energy lasts for about a week, a few days before, a few days after. But this solar eclipse charges everything you're doing, all of your thoughts. That's why Spirit wants them to come out of that ending cycle of the past. Take your energy away from this. It's hard to fight by yourself. Since you're at the center of this, being the Emperor, when you walk away, they can fight among themselves. But I doubt that that will happen, because you're at the center of this fight somehow. But Spirit says take your energy back and focus it back on your pentacles. Nine of Pentacles. Your home, your foundation, your stability, your security. Right. What brings you hope? What brings you peace? What brings you excitement? Some of you are talking about a wedding. Some of you want to get married or thinking about popping the question. That's for some of you. Ooh, excuse me. I'm just going with the headline. Heart-to-heart conversations about a wedding. Somehow, in terms of love, there's a situation that involves marriage. And you could be talking about getting married, maybe in 2026. I don't know who that's for, but I am hearing that. Tell me more, Taurus. Tell me more. Thank you. Tell me. Oh, yeah, because, yeah, it's time. For some of you, you've been with them for a while and your feelings have grown substantially. It's like the next step. There is conversation. You're having discussions from the heart. Maybe that's why the King or Queen of Wands appears. These romantic feelings. Right. This is like, you know, serious. Things are getting serious. That's what I feel. Okay. Look at this. Spirit says, yeah, you're getting to know each other. Taurus. This is for some of you that's recently met somebody too. It could lead to marriage. Pay attention. This is the time to have those serious conversations, almost like you're interviewing the person. Absolutely. You know, over time, a few months, you definitely, and you're talking marriage, you want to know their credit score, you want to know if they're going to buy a house, how many kids we're going to have. You want to know that that person has a plan, because if they don't have a plan for their life, they don't have a plan for your life, right? So this is definitely a time to get to know each other. Absolutely. On a much more intimate, detailed level, because marriage is serious. That's like one of God's first laws. What? Yeah. Can't be stepping into that unprepared. I don't know why I am hearing that, but I'm hearing it. Okay. Okay. Where are my... here we go. So under this new moon for Taurus, tell me more about the soulmate here that is coming in. What's the most important thing that Taurus needs to know, or that they may hear or be sensitive towards when they're getting to know? I gotta get this card. What is the most important thing? Making sure that you two are aligned spiritually. That, right, you both have a divine source so that you can obtain levels of love and serve each other, and your love is not conditional. Like, you can worship together, play together. It's just, but spiritually, yes, you want the highest levels, which would involve divine, again, divine having ultimate control. And you do want to make sure that you two are aligned spiritually, right? That they can go into your place of worship. You two can worship together, and your kids, all of that is getting to know each other, right? Spirit. Someone's getting ready to get married, Spirit. Is like, yes, because also there's a lot of compromise. I remember my husband and I, when we got married, talk about compromise. Accepting yourself and others as they are, because you can't change them. The only one that you can change is you. And so it's, how do you deal with the resistance and remain open to flow, keeping everything flowing? It's a full-time job, I'll tell you that. But there's marriage here. Talk about marriage. This situation, we've been talking about this, Taurus, for a few readings. Go back, check out your playlist. Tune into the subtle energy you are receiving about this situation. He's telling you to listen to your intuition. That is Holy Spirit. That's how God is with all of us. He's inside of us. He lives inside of us. So listen to the message from your body. Trust your gut. Trust your intuition. I'm being told to find my intuitive cards right now. He's expounding on this. Okay. Taurus. What else do you want to say? What do you have? Another intuitive message, Spirit? Divine alignment. It's very important. That's making sure that you two align. I'm feeling like he wants to use this union. That it's leading to marriage. And somehow he has aligned this. He's letting you know he's intertwined here. Divine has ultimate control. He wants you to continue to align with higher frequencies to enhance your intuitive senses. Okay. Tell me, from a King or Queen of Pentacles standpoint, and the King of Swords, what does Taurus need to know about money, wealth, ideas, creativity? Okay. Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah, he says it's okay to have a job that's not very glamorous. Get some experience to help you move up in the future. Success is a process, not a quick fix. But there are obstacles, but they're not what they seem. Because God has the ultimate control. You can get around them with some careful thought, or simply choose something better for yourself. Okay. For those of you who want to continue to be the King or Queen of Wands, do not want to stop for anything, Spirit says obstacles are not what they seem. You can get around them with some careful thought. For others of you, simply choose something better for yourself. There are no limitations. This is what he wants you to know under this new moon in Virgo, which is a solar eclipse over the next 6 months. Yeah, anything that you're working towards from now until February, plant those seeds, because this is the time for a fresh start. Some of you are being called to bring a new perspective to something old. I don't know what it is. It could be a project, could be a relationship. Renewing your relationships with some people, renewing some interest, right? A new place. Some of you, it's a new place, a new relationship, a new opportunity, a new thought. Something new is germinating. It is. It's right. You may not be able to even see this. In this picture, you do see the greenery protruding from the earth, but some of you, the earth is barren. You can't see anything. But Spirit says it's growing. If you've been doing something, of course, there's going to be a harvest. Virgo is about harvest season, September. Some of you, it's a new job. You may get a job offer. What else, Spirit? Taurus. We saw something regarding a wedding. Tell me, are you guys getting married? Is somebody already planning? Somebody thinking about getting a ring? Somebody planning 2026 wedding? Okay. Connections. In terms of work, you're building bridges. Some of you are working on your connections, your contacts, reaching out to people who can help you. You're very much in that King of Swords energies, especially because the Emperor is made up of all the kings and all the queens, and knowing when to use what strength is what life is all about. Continue to build those contacts. Your actions set you up for a next opportunity. Yes, be open. That's why he's saying be very receptive. Get out in nature. Put yourself out there making those contacts. Because there's going to be a great match. Somebody who aligns with you. Divine alignment is going on in your life. Divine has let you know he's in control. He loves you. He's working on things with you. Whatever you've been praying for, yeah, he's listening. You are on the verge of finding perfect work for you. A great match. You know, sometimes we get a job, but it's not a good match. But this is a great match coming in. Don't give up. Right. And for some of you, especially if it involves you growing your own business, because Spirit says you may need to grow your own business to be truly happy. That's the best match, right? And therein, you still need connections. You need connections no matter what. What else for Taurus? That was 2255. Partnership changes things. Spirit said, perhaps something has happened that reminded you too often just how quickly one phase in your life can shift to another phase. One change after another, you are learning to adapt and grow. So be kind and gentle to yourself. Ooh. Self-love, Ace Cups. Loving thyself before we can love anybody else. What areas of your life are you avoiding, Taurus? Are they causing you to be upset or to worry? Because the last quarter moon, which today is in Gemini, yeah, the last quarter moon is all about letting go of worry, disruption, doubt, fear, hate, anger, bitterness, all of that shadow energy, right? You need to do that so you can focus on what you want. That Queen of Wands, King of Wands. That's Spirit wants to turn you away from all those swords, right? And put you back towards your foundation, your security, your pentacles, focused on that. Tackle them in your head. Don't allow them to rule you for a second longer. Those areas that don't allow you to focus, tackle it. Don't avoid it. Head on. Yeah. If it's people, if it's situations, somehow you have to pull yourself away from that. Okay. What else? New moon, Taurus. What else, Spirit? Anything else? Okay. Thank you. Something with an air sign. That's why you had all those swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. What about them? You're going to get justice. Somebody finds some evidence. There's something. Ooh, this could be a legal situation. I see some handcuffs here. And you did have justice. Look. Some type of law enforcement, temptation, criminal history. Okay. There could be a red flag that pops up. I don't know how this pops up in relation to this new relationship and getting to know each other. Yeah, maybe somebody has a record. Maybe somebody still has to get a divorce as you get to know each other, as you get honest and discuss things going forward. Yeah, honest, yeah. Somebody could find out that the other has a record. And there's still some type of legal matters to be settled. For some of you, a divorce finalized, okay? Visitation for kids. There are still very much important things to be addressed here. Let us begin to summarize for Taurus. Yeah, because you are already told to pay attention to those subtle hints, right? Red flags came up. Because you just want to know the truth. Not necessarily that, it will be off or anything like that. But you always gotta, if you don't tell it now, it's gonna surface later on. It is, especially with all these swords. Come on. This Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, somebody could tell it too. And it's better coming from them than, or from you, whoever's gotta tell it, than from somebody else. No matter what happens, no matter how far away you seem to be from where you want to be, never stop believing, Taurus, that you will somehow make it. Have an unrelenting belief that things will work out and that the long road has a purpose. Yes, divine definitely sometimes makes the road long, so that we can get to the truth, get to know everything that we need to know before entering into this contract, this soul contract. Definitely. What else, Spirit? Your intuition. Very intuitive time for you. And for us all. Everybody's moon spider senses are high alert. You can spot it a mile away with your eyes closed. You can feel it. The feelings are just like, there's something more, and some type of evidence is shown. Some of you pray for things to be shown, for that discernment, moderation, patience, flow, clarity, joy, movement, self-realization, taking action, unconditional love. That's what we're talking about here. It has no, what did Spirit say? Because that was very poignant, I think. Yes. Right. The highest levels of love always serve and are without conditions. That's the unconditional love. Time to implement long cherished ideas also, Taurus. You are on the right track with something, making your dreams and visions a reality. whether it concerns love or you listening to the desires of your heart in terms of your next step in a business or building a plan. Virgo energy is very strong at being analytical, coming up with a plan, very detailed. Now's the time to do that, ensuring your success, happiness, and new opportunities are at hand. Trust in the process. When you see 111, pay attention to your intuition, what it's saying. Maybe you asked a question and you could receive the answer, right? Also at this time, Taurus, someone's watching over you. Yeah. 2112. Someone's watching over you. There are unforeseen forces. You can't see them in the physical. They exist in the 5D. And that's for those of you who I said are just planting the seed, but you don't actually see the greenery yet. Yeah, because some of us are at the very beginning stages, right? Even if it seems like you're not making any meaningful progress, things are moving in the right direction. If you see this number, it's a sign that everything will work out in your favor, Taurus. Your dreams will come true soon. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave me a comment. Until the next moon phase, namaste.